Hey, what it do, Sports World? Welcome to the Real Untouchable Podcast, man. I got my co-host with me tonight, man. I got my boy Sledge. I got my boy J-Mo. Hey, what's up with y'all, fellas?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Man, how everything been going with y'all, man?
Everything been going good, man. Everything been
So,
going
hey,
good.
we're going to give y'all our 2024, well, actually, the NFL AFC, NFC Conference Championship Sunday is here, and it's prediction time. It's going to be just like we did it last week. We're going to talk about both games, the NFC and the AFC, and we're going to give our predictions on why we think that these two teams going to pull it out and go to the Super Bowl. All right. But before I get started, hey, make sure y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button, and also the share button. All right. If you got any feedback, make sure y'all give us your feedback. Hey, we're going to start off with the AFC Championship game. We got the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes traveling to Baltimore to face Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Let's go ahead and jump into this, man. What y'all think about this matchup right here? All right.
Okay. So I go first. This matchup, I think, man, I really want the Ravens to win because I'm about tired of seeing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna even lie to you, just like I used to be tired of the Patriots winning the Super Bowl. But I feel like the Ravens, they got a real good defense. They linebacker Roquan Smith, he's very amazing. They got Patrick Queen, so I feel like their linebackers and their corners can match up with their key players. I feel like also the Ravens got the number one pass rushing defense in the league, as we know. So I feel like they're gonna put pressure on Mahomes. And Pacheco, he made a comment saying that he's gonna run over somebody, and Roquan said in his press conference, somebody gonna get hurt. So I feel like the Ravens gonna come out playing tough, and it's gonna be a very good game. And it's in Baltimore. I feel like I think the Ravens gonna beat the Chiefs. It's gonna be by 3 points, 27-24.
Okay. All right. What you think about it more?
Hey man, when you look at Pat Mahomes, we had 3-1 against the top defense, number one defense in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's going to continue. I honestly believe Pat Mahomes going to go into Baltimore. Kelsey said this right here going to be the biggest game of his career, pretty much. He said this is the one he cared about the most. This is the one he's hungry for. Everybody trying to hype. You got Lamar Jackson. Everybody trying to hype him up, talking about he coming off this MVP season. The stats, they don't really speak that much to me. When you got the number one defense, I don't really see the stats being that much of an impact. In this game, he gonna have to run, and because he definitely gonna be able to throw the ball like that on this defense. I believe the Chiefs got enough weapons on the in the back four, and also up front. I think they're able to contain Lamar Jackson running. If they could also contain their running game. I know Andrew's coming back, so he's definitely gonna be a threat up the scene. I don't think I don't believe in Lamar pretty much, man. Anytime you got Pat Mahomes in the playoffs, last week I only said Josh Allen because I just wanted Josh Allen to get some, but deep down I knew Mahomes gonna get that game. Just like coming in this week, I don't think nobody can beat Mahomes. I'll be honest, that dude different because he gonna use his feet. And if he get to using his feet and throw the ball, you in trouble. That's always. So I'm gonna go with a close game. I'm gonna take Kansas City about 30-24.
Okay. All right. So it's something I want to say before I get started. Kelsey say that all the time. I think Kelsey say that right there to hype himself up. Just like you want this game, everybody else want this game. This is the NFL. So you saying that you want this game more than you want the last game, you lying. You saying that right there just in case y'all win, but he's going to come out there and play good. Yeah, we know that. But I think that this defense for Baltimore is different. They've been different all season. I think that they can make it very uncomfortable for Kelsey and Patrick Mahomes. Okay. And honestly, I think that they really just need to make it difficult for Patrick Mahomes because I honestly don't think Kelsey really going to dominate them because I think they have the remedy. They have the perfect defense that can actually slow Kelsey down, and that's Kyle Hamilton. I think that he's a big safety that can guard a tight end like Kelsey. Okay, then you got two linebackers, and I think they got the perfect set of linebackers. Okay, that's a very physical team that Baltimore's coming in here with Clowney and the rest of them boys coming off the edge. I think they can make it very uncomfortable. Yeah, I agree with you with one thing. Patrick Mahomes, he different. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't like him, but he's different. Okay, and I tell everybody, you got to kill this dude. And I don't mean kill him, physically kill him, but you got to make sure he's the Tom Brady. He's what I always said when it came to Thomas Elway Patrick Brady. You have to finish this dude. Because if you give him any amount of time, meaning 15 seconds, 16, 10 seconds, don't matter. If it's time on that clock and he have the ball, he's a threat. And that's right there what Baltimore going to have to do with Lamar Jackson. Baltimore got the perfect game plan. Baltimore just need to finish what Baltimore need to finish what Buffalo started. But Buffalo started was they ran the ball, kept the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hand. And that's right there how you have to beat him. You got to keep the ball out of his hand to beat him. And then I think that Baltimore got the perfect team to do that. They're going to run it. They're going to lean on their running game. Andrews coming back. I think Isaiah Likely is going to be a target. I think he's going to be somebody that's going to make it. And one thing that's this right here why I say that I'm giving Baltimore offense the edge. Because Kansas City haven't seen a 2 tight end set like Baltimore run. You got one tight end that's kind of, he's not like Kelsey, but he's like Kelsey. Then he's a possession tight end. Then you got Isaiah Likely, who's a more of a wide receiver type of tight end that's going to make it very difficult for anybody that's trying to guard him, whether it's a safety, whether it's a cornerback. And that's why I think that this game right here is so unique. I'm going to go with Baltimore in a game where a lot of people think it's going to be really, really close, but I'm going to give it to Baltimore to win this game by at least 7 points. I think they're going to win by at least 7 points. And I just think that they're going to come out there. It's going to be in their environment. They're going to be Ray Lewis going to be in the house. Ed Reed going to be in the house. And I think these boys right here, I think this right here is the year where Baltimore, it might be just 1 year, but this is the 1 year that I think Baltimore is going to take that next step in trying to win a Super Bowl for Lamar Jackson. This is the year where they got the perfect team. And if they don't win this year, honestly, I'm not saying this is the best chance that they got to win a Super Bowl. Okay, but I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. I think it's going to be 31-24 in that range right there. That's what I think. What y'all think?
I told you 24-27. That's what I think it's going to be.
I don't think Kyle Hamilton will be able to. I don't think he's able to actually guard Travis Kelce. That's the thing. I mean, he's pretty good in coverage, but when you get Kelce, he run free a lot. He don't really run just traditional type routes. They just backyard their things. I don't think Kyle Hamilton will really be able to just stand in front of him. And I definitely don't think none of the linebackers going to be able to stay in front of Kelce. So
no. And that's right here why I think that Baltimore want Kyle Hamilton. I want you to sit here. This right here, what I want you to do. I want you to guard this guy. I think Baltimore's game plan is what Baltimore game plan is what Buffalo game plan should have been. Take Kelce out the game. If Scandry, if Valdez Scandry beat you, or any of those other dudes beat you, I'm okay with that. But this guy right here is not gonna beat us, and I think that's gonna be John Harbaugh. I think that's gonna be his game plan coming into this game. We're not gonna let that guy beat us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think.
It's a couple things going into games I always look at. Number one, quarterbacks. Who the better quarterback out of those two?
Yeah, we know who.
Pat Mahomes. Then next thing I always go to is the coach. When I look at the coach versus coach, who could come up with a better game plan, I'm gonna put Andy Reid over Harbaugh. So that I just, with those two in that combination, I just got to go with Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid taking this game, because I just think they're gonna come up with a game plan that's good enough to overcome. Like Lamar, like when it comes to playoffs, I just don't believe in him. Like, yeah, he won last week, but he should have won last week. That he didn't beat nobody impressive. So when you got to come beat one of them top dogs, them top quarterbacks like a Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, or Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, somebody that can actually take over a game and control that game, can you come in there and control the game with your arm and your feet to actually win that game in 4 quarters? You know, everybody know all defenses are good when it comes to a championship game. So you being the number one defense, I don't really think that's going to matter too much in this game. I don't think they're like a history type defense. Yeah, they're pretty good this year. You know, they're great this year. Yeah, I got it. But when it comes, the Chiefs, they also got a pretty good defense. I don't know if y'all forgot about that. They ain't gave up a big amount of points either. So when it comes to this game, I think it'll come down to the coaching and to the quarterbacks. And if I got to take a coach and a quarterback, I'm going to take Andy Reid. and Pat Mahomes.
I'm just not finna go and just sitting here and let you disrespect John Harbaugh like he ain't win a championship with Joe Flacco as the quarterback. So he came in there with an amazing game plan.
He's like the second best coach in the league.
Yeah, he came in there with an amazing game plan to win that Super Bowl. Now, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid got Patrick Mahomes. Honestly, I'm just going to be real with you. You know how good of a coach Andy Reid is. Because, I mean, before Patrick Mahomes, hell, he wasn't winning nothing. So you get the perfect quarterback, and now you just – I think he's going to come up with an amazing game plan. But this right here what I think is going to be the key. I think it's going to be the chief defensive coordinator and all the blitzing that he do. I think that's right there is what really is going to hurt Kansas City with all the blitzing that Kansas City does. Like, I don't know if you watch Kansas City a lot, but they blitz at least 60% of the time. Like, they blitz a lot in the game. Who one of the worst quarterbacks that you want to blitz? That's Lamar Jackson because he'll take off running on you.
That's Patrick Mahomes.
Honestly, man, I just think I think that Lamar Jackson, this is his year. I'm not taking nothing away from Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes is a hell of a quarterback, but I think this is his year. And honestly, Kansas City really ain't been looking that good this year. Okay, they look good against Baltimore. They look good against Buffalo. But hell, Buffalo could have won the game if they didn't do what they did. So, and then have they really just looked that dominant? They really haven't looked that dominant. Baltimore has looked it dominant. So that's why I'm looking at it. You looking at, okay, Patrick Mahomes, but I just think this right here going to be that one game where Baltimore is going to put it all together. And that's why I think that the game is going to go how it's going to go. All right.
I'm going to say, I feel like if the Chiefs come out and hit them in the mouth first in the first quarter, I think Lamar Jackson falls in the same category with a Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. That jersey got on, right? They fall in the same category as front runners. If they get out front, yeah, they can run the game because they can control it that way. But if Pat Mahomes get that ball first and go down there and score, Lamar Jackson's in trouble.
Okay. All right. All right, Flash, you got anything else you want to add on this one before we move to the next game?
All thing I got to say, if the Chiefs come out and play the same way they played the Bills, do you think they're going to win?
Of course. No. I think the Bills would have beat the Ravens.
Honestly, I don't even think that. Honestly, I think if they come out there and play the same game, the same type of game that they played against the Bills, they're going to lose. Because I'm going to tell you why they're going to lose. First of all, I'm going to put this on the table. No team is more injured than the Buffalo Bills. So, hell, you should have beat them by more than what you beat them by. You see what I'm saying? You beat them by 3 points when you should have beat them by at least 10 to 14 points with all the injuries that they got on their defensive side of the ball. One of their top 2 receivers is injured. So, honestly, let's just be real. Josh Allen kept them in the game. Like, Josh Allen really kept them in the game the whole time. And then, like Lamar Jackson, you're not getting Lamar Jackson in Baltimore where they're injured. You're getting a healthy team. So these are 2 healthy teams. So
but you got Josh Allen and you got Lamar. That's the difference.
Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna say
exactly.
This.
And the thing about it is, okay, go ahead, Slade.
I'm about to say that Josh Allen play any different from Lamar against the Chiefs. He uses legs. You just said something about Lamar. You using his legs, right?
Yeah, I say he's going to have to use his legs. I say he's going to have to use his legs. And more important, you got to throw that ball. Can he throw the ball? That's what I'm asking. Josh Allen can do both. He's always a threat. He can launch the ball 60 yards.
Mark Andrews coming off IR.
He's got the same threat.
Andrews coming off IR.
He's a different threat.
He can throw 60 yards in completion, inaccurate 60 yards.
No, that was definitely accurate. That was accurate. That was definitely accurate.
Okay, no, I'm talking about the touchdown pass in the end zone when he underthrew the guy. So his 60 yards, it can be accurate and it can be inaccurate. So you acting like Lamar can. I honestly feel like Lamar make that throw. That's just my opinion. I feel like Josh Allen is the type of quarterback that he's gonna crumble under pressure like he always do. And that's the difference between Lamar and I think Lamar. I think Lamar is taking on a more of a leadership role. I think this year right here, he's more vocal. I think this year right here, he got paid. So his only thing that he promised Baltimore was this. I think he's going to go out of his way to win this game. And that's why I think this game right here is set up for Baltimore to win it.
We'll see. Goats come alive.
Okay, you're right. It's only one GOAT, and that's Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. All right, but hey, let's go ahead and move to the second game, the NFC Championship game. We got the Detroit Lions traveling to San Francisco to face. We got Jared Goff going against Brock Purdy. What y'all think about this game right here, and who y'all think is going to win this game, and why y'all feel they're going to win this game?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel like the 49ers is gonna destroy the Lions. That's why I honestly believe. I mean, they don't, like I said, the secondary is not good, bro. Secondary is not that good. And what the 49ers got? They got receivers and they got Kittle. And they got McCaffrey. What McCaffrey good at? Receiving the ball, right? So you can take out one of them players. I mean, everybody say, "Oh, they ain't got Debo, they're not gonna win." Man, that's a lie. I mean, obviously, the Green Bay Packers showed you they better than what a lot of people thought. Yeah, they destroyed us, the Cowboys. So all I'm saying is this: I just feel like,
I mean, that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting to see the Patriots. I'm waiting to see the Patriots on TV. But like I was saying, I mean, you got Jared Goff and you got Purdy. I mean, both quarterbacks, they're about the same, in my opinion. They're about the same. I mean, Goff, he really just managed the game just as well as people say Purdy managed the game.
I don't think they're close.
I can't agree with that
one. In my opinion. I just feel like the 49ers defense is gonna be too much for Goff. They finna pressure him. They finna blitz him. They got linebacker. They got Dre Greenlaw. You seen he had 2 interceptions last game. You got Fred Warner. So they shut down their run. What else they gonna be able to do? If they stop their run, what else they gonna be able to do?
Brock Purdy is more on the line. Dak Prescott's level.
The 49ers stop their run. They stop Montgomery and they stop Gibbs from doing what they do. What else is the Lions gonna be able to do?
I honestly think when you look at the back four of the 49ers, I think they about equal with the Lions. I mean, Lions give away more bigger plays, but the 49ers ain't far behind them. Because once Jared Goff get to slinging that ball to the receivers, and to me they match up a little better than what you're giving them credit for. Because the same, I ain't gonna say the same thing Chris McCaffrey can do, Gibbs can do, but Gibbs in the receiving aspect of it, he's up there. He can catch the ball out the backfield. He can make some people miss. Montgomery, he's pretty solid. They got receivers all over that field. They got playmakers all over that field. And I think one of the biggest problems that the 49ers are going to have is going to be Laporta. I think that's where they're I know they got, you got Greenlaw, you got those guys, those linebackers they got, but I feel like Laporta, he's different. He's a younger, probably faster, more mature version of Kelsey at that age. So I think he gonna play a big role in this game. And those receivers are still Monte Brown. I don't think nobody on the 49ers can actually guard him.
Tavares Ward, you don't think he'll be a good cornerback?
Yeah.
He
benefits off that front seven.
And that's what I'm saying. If they're getting pass rush with, you got Chase Young, you got Bosa and Hargrave. How's Goff gonna get the ball off?
And then, so who you going with? Who you actually going? You saying that the 49ers?
I said the 49ers gonna blow them out. It's gonna be a 14-point game. They're gonna blow a team by 14.
One of the main reasons I can't say that is because when I go back to what we were just talking about last game, right? When it come down to the coaching, when you got Kyle Shanahan, I don't trust Kyle Shanahan in no big game. That's one of the main things. Now, am I saying they're gonna win or lose? I don't know. But I know Kyle Shanahan, that man, you cannot depend on him in a big game. Like he done showed us year after year in the playoffs. You cannot trust him in a big time game. He gonna blow. He don't know how to manage a game. I think he get nervous. I don't know. I expect to see a couple delay games in this game just based on Kyle Shanahan getting the plays in late because I don't know what started going in that man's mind. But when it's time to call those plays, that watch Purdy gonna be looking confused or gonna start calling timeout because I think it's gonna be a close game. And I think Dan Campbell gonna have them boys fired up because they know this might be their one and only shot of making it this far in the next few years. They might be like a one-hit one. 49ers gonna be there. Now, whether or not Kyle Shanahan execute, I don't know. We gonna find out. But man, I think it's gonna be a real close game. I don't even know who to pick right now.
All right. I agree with everything y'all said. And I think the same thing. 49ers, man. I'm gonna ride with the 49ers. I think it's gonna be a close game, though. It won't surprise me if the Lions won, but I just think this is same thing I said about Baltimore. I just think this is the 49ers time. Okay, they got there, they lost. I think that this is the time where they get there, and I think they can really, really finish the job. But to elaborate on something that you said, I don't agree with Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy being the same. I mean, not Dak Prescott. Yeah, that's why I feel like Dak Prescott and Purdy is the same. Purdy and Jared Goff they're not even close. Because Jared Goff can actually pick that defense apart. I honestly feel like he can, and St. Brown I feel like he's gonna have a monster game. Okay, we're talking about Debo, but I think St. Brown is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. I think that he's gonna make it very uncomfortable for the San Francisco 49ers defense. St. Laporta, he's gonna make it uncomfortable. And if you can catch them slipping with Jameson Williams, I think Jameson Williams can catch a long bomb, a long touchdown in this game right here, being how terrible the San Francisco 49ers secondary is. Like, we need to stop acting like 49ers is just like their defense, their front seven is amazing. But the Lions have the best offensive line in football. So I've seen where just average offensive line like Green Bay, like you got to think about it. Did the 49ers even touch the Green Bay Packers quarterback? Like, they wasn't really getting a lot of pressure on him, a lot. So, and then you have Sewell and all them boys on that offensive line. Like, the Lions have the perfect team to match up against the 49ers. Like, these two teams match up really good. You got both of them got really good offensive line. Both of them got very good defensive line. Both of them got good linebackers, even though the 49ers got some amazing linebackers. And then they both got terrible secondaries. Okay, both of them got pretty good tight ends. Both of them got good running backs. Both of them got pretty good wide receivers. So it's like they match up really, really good. And that's why this game right here can go either way, because both of them can get torched. The thing about it is it going to rain? Brock Purdy, who will I pick if it's a rainy game? I'm picking Jared Goff, because I already saw what I think Jared Goff will play better in rain than Brock Purdy. But I'm going with the 49ers to win this game. I think the score going to be maybe 27-24, maybe 24-21. I think those are the type of scores with a type of game like this right here. But like I said, it won't surprise me if I see Jameson Williams going down the field for a long bomb, for a touchdown. St. Brown, he's gonna get his. I don't think they can stop him. But like you said, it could be a blowout as well. The 49ers could blow them out, but I just can't see it. I think, like Moore said, I think Dan Campbell gonna have his team ready. This right here is a Dan Campbell coach team. They gonna be physical, and I think that they gonna make it very, very uncomfortable for Brock Purdy and that deep and Aiden Hutchinson. I think Aiden Hutchinson gonna get. I think he gonna get at least 1 or 2 sacks, because the 49ers, they have Trent Williams, but Trent Williams, we know he been a little injury prone the last 3 weeks. He been battling an ankle injury and all this. So Aiden Hutchinson, you're gonna have to have a motor to actually stop him. So that's why I think this game right here can go either way, but I'm going with the 49ers to win it by 3 points.
The reason why I say blowout, because let's go back to that Ravens game. What did Jared Goff do against the Ravens? A team with a defense, a team with linebackers. What did he do? They put up 6 points, 38-6. So you playing the defense with linebackers, and y'all telling me that it's not. You don't see a blowout.
I can't see a blowout, man.
And if Jared Goff didn't throw a touchdown that game.
Yeah, I don't see a blowout in this NFC Championship game. I think it'll be pretty close.
Man.
But I mean, I want to go with the 49ers. I'm most likely going to pick the 49ers, but it's just something about Kyle Shanahan, man. He's a great coach, but to me, he's kind of overrated. And that's why, man, Dan Campbell ain't never been there, but I think he's a heck of a coach. But it's just something about Kyle Shanahan just got me really thinking, like, he might blow this game tomorrow.
And that's the same thing that I was thinking too, man. It's just like, Man. But this right here, why I think that the 49ers, this is their year. Same thing I say about the Baltimore Ravens. I just feel like this is the year that these two teams has been on the collision course all year. I think some of the things that also going back to the Chiefs game, I think some of the things that the Chiefs was doing early in the year is going to catch up to them in this game right here. Because I just feel like Baltimore is the one team that can bring this out of them. Like, just like with the 49ers. The 49ers, they're going to force Jared Goff to make tough throws. And one thing about the 49ers defense, they going to force Jared Goff. They're going to have at least 1 or 2 interceptions. That's going to be right there. It's the matter of whether they're going to catch it or not. So that's why I think this thing can turn. I think Kyle Shanahan put Brock Purdy in the perfect situation. Like, he really don't have to make tough throws. You know, he can pretty much throw it to Debo on the screen or throw it to Kittle right in the middle of the field, or he just use Mr. Do It All, Christian McCaffrey. That's who I think is going to most likely win this game. If the 49ers win, it's going to most likely be Christian McCaffrey, because I can't see Brock Purdy really just putting up a monster game.
Like, even with Jared Goff, man, like, it's a hit or miss with Jared Goff too. Like,
yeah,
he might hit you, he might light you up at 400. He also might be a dud. Like, he but Purdy, I pretty much know. I know I'm gonna get. You know, I'm gonna get somebody that's gonna manage the game, probably not make no mistakes, not take too many big plays. You know, if they get a lot of yards after catch, that's how he'll rack up his yards and stats.
Yeah.
But as far as just picking them apart, even though that secondary is bad, I don't really see it happening. I don't really see them really go too deep too often like that, making no big plays. They really just run it down your throat, do a little play action, hit Ayuk over the middle a few times, like sweep it with Debo. I mean, I don't even, honestly, when I look at the top players in this game, I know a lot of people talking about Debo don't play this, that, and the third. But if you actually rank the top 10 players, like, where Debo sitting in the top 10, like, you can make an argument he's not even the best receiver in the top 2 receivers on his team, you know, adding in Kittle and Brandon Ayuk. I don't know. I don't think we add in the defense, the linebackers on the 49ers, then you start adding in a few players on the Detroit Lions. Is Debo Samuel, how high up there is he to impact this game?
I think Debo is more of a leader of the team, him and Trent Williams. I feel the same way you feel. Now, I said I take Kittle and Ayuk over him as well. Like, especially, but Debo, you know, he's been injury prone lately. So, you know how injured, you know, and we know he had a shoulder injury last week. One big hit, he can be out of this game again, and this gonna change. Now, if he goes out the game, that's gonna change the whole trajectory of this game right here. Now I feel like if they can knock him out of the game, the Lions don't really feel like they can win the game then. Like, because just think about Green Bay. Is Green Bay really better? Is Green Bay really just that much better than the Lions? And Green Bay had the game right there. Green Bay could have won the game. All they needed maybe one or two more, you know, throws from you know, the quarterback, and then they would have been here. But I just think that this game right here is going. It's a lot of things that can happen in this game right here, but I'm going with the 49ers. But I think the Lions, like I said, Dan Campbell, man, you know, he's a really good coach. But I just think this right here is as far as Lions gonna go. I don't think they're gonna go no farther. This is just gonna be it, man. That's just the way I feel. All right, Sledge, man. What else? You got anything else about these two games, Sledge, before we wrap this up?
No, I ain't got anything else. Lamar in the Super Bowl. That's all I got.
Okay, you going with Lamar. So, Sledge, you going with Lamar. And who else?
And the 49ers.
And Brock Purdy. Okay, so you going with Lamar, Brock Purdy, Super Bowl. Okay,
yep.
More, you going with who?
Man, I'm gonna take 49ers in a close game, but you already know who I'm taking that out in the AFC. I'm taking the GOAT in the making right there, man. If he win this game, that boy might be the GOAT.
See, so let me explain something to y'all.
If he win this game,
when y'all
right
say
here,
this GOAT, when y'all say this GOAT thing, so people got to understand, man. Tom Brady, at the beginning of his career, was just a game manager. You see what I'm saying? He was just a game manager.
Exactly.
When you look at him, later on in his career is when he started really putting up monster numbers. Like Patrick Mahomes, the beginning of his career, that's what Tom Brady had at the end of his career. You see what I'm saying? But he was putting up the 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 yard passing seasons. So when y'all say the GOAT, dude got a long way to go to become a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, he can win all these. Maybe he win this Super Bowl. Okay, he got 3 Super Bowls. Okay, what if he go 10 years without winning a Super Bowl? What if Andy Reid retires? Brady did do it, and then Brady. But see, the thing about Brady was still in Super Bowls. He was still in AFC Championship games. They were just getting knocked out by.
I don't see Mahomes going nowhere.
Yeah, I think Mahomes. I think the thing about Mahomes is that Mahomes got Kelsey. That's the perfect blanket, just like Brady. But I saw Brady win a Super Bowl without Rob Gronkowski.
Okay, but
I saw him win a Super Bowl without his best weapon.
Would y'all agree that all the top quarterbacks, I mean, maybe besides Herbert and Joe Burrow, they all got like top 5 caliber tight ends?
Yeah, they all got good tight ends. Let's see.
I mean, would you say Josh Allen got one?
You can argue he got 2. They just don't use them correctly.
I mean, Kincaid got to play another season, bro.
Yeah, Kincaid is a rookie. I can't compare.
But you can look at him and tell what he can do.
And Knox is hurt. Knox been hurt all season, so I can't really say that.
They don't utilize those 2 tight ends the way they should.
No, I can't. No, I don't think. Like I said, Kincaid dropped some big plays this year. Yeah. So yeah. I'm not gonna compare Kincaid. Like I'm not doing that.
But you can compare Laporta already, right? Because he not showed the
Laporta. Work. Yeah, Laporta. And you said Laporta is more like I don't know if you blind or something. You got cataracts like Earl Spence Jr. But Laporta is more like a younger version of Gronk than he is to Kelsey. Because his body is built just like Gronk. He's more like a Gronk, when a more mature Gronk early in his career. Because when Gronk first came into the league, yes, he was good, but Aaron Hernandez was that dude. He was the man. He was the most. Aaron Hernandez was more Kelsey. Like he was more of a Kelsey type of tight end. The only difference between him was you could put Aaron Hernandez at running back, and he could do things at running back as well. But and yeah, just look up. All you gotta do is look up the highlights. I ain't, But hey, man, y'all got anything else y'all want to add before we wrap this up, man? I want to come back on one more time, man, because I want to get who's up under the most pressure going into the NFC AFC Championship game. Okay, we're gonna do at least 2 players per team. All right. So if y'all, I'm gonna shoot y'all the everything, and we're gonna come back on for maybe about another 15 minutes. All right. But until then, man, hey, thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray Diggs, my boy Jay Moore, and my boy Sledge. Until next time, man, y'all have a great weekend, y'all. Peace.
All right.